what's new to improve your golf game. Golf. It's fun. It's challenging. It's rewarding. Who are we kidding? It's downright hard. It's also extremely frustrating if you're out there struggling trying to use outdated equipment, never practice, or never work with training aids that can greatly improve your enjoyment of playing the game. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of how to make this unscrupulous and unpredictable game more fun to play. We'll hear from renowned golf instructor Rick Smith at Club Champion about how getting custom fit with clubs that are specifically designed for you will put you in control of your golf game instead of the other way around. Your height, your swing power, your positives, your negatives are all analyzed and taken into consideration with state-of-the-art technology that combines the perfect shaft, club head, and grip for you. We're also going to take an inside look at how Machine Putters custom mills putters precisely for your putting style. Optimum weight, pivot, swing arch are all unique to each individual golfer. Dave Billings, the designer of these custom putters, shows us the innovative process of how it's done. Custom fitting, milled putters, training aids, and more. It's all right here on What's New to Improve Your Golf Game. Stay tuned. Welcome back to What's New to Improve Your Golf Game. Okay, let's get to it. You can invest in your clubs, or you can simply waste money on clubs. If your clubs don't fit you, what's the point? You are a unique golfer. No one swings a club like you do. That means your club should work best for you and only you. Custom club fitting is essential to finding the right clubs for your individual style.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith. I've been teaching this game for a very long time. To some of the best players, and to some of the people who have never played before. And I will tell you that club fitting is an integral part of your improvement. What you're going to notice when you walk in a Club Champion building, you're going to see the latest and greatest in state-of-the-art of not only technology to monitor your shots in a simulation. They're going to have this data that talks about spin rate, that talks about the kick points in a shaft, the weight of the club and what's good for you. When I'm working with a tour player, they're trying to hit it 10 feet less offline. Where I work with a higher handicap, just like Club Champion, the greatest success has been with the 15 handicapper and up because of the fact that you have the greatest room to improve. I find that in my teaching, and I can tell you that just reading some of the surveys, the 15 handicapper, 20 handicapper is raving about the fitting that they had because they will get better because of it. So I think that's really important. When you go to a Club Champion for a fitting, this is going to be the experience that you have. You're going to see the fitter, you're going to see clubs, balls, all the technology, and you'll notice that there's numbers and data, and that data is going to help formulate for the fitter the things that are going to make your fitting experience better and more customized for what you need. Remember, you may be leaning to a certain club, and that's something they're going to be looking at. And they're going to say, here, you can try it, but you may find out you don't like that because look, the data's not as good as maybe you thought. So you get surprised sometimes. And so all of a sudden, he may put you in something you had no idea that you were going to be using. And that's the beauty of a custom fitting. I'm noticing some balls right and then a few left. And obviously, we want to fix that. So where do we go now?
Absolutely, yeah. Two-way miss is never confident miss to have when you're pulling up to any tee box or any shot out there, especially when you're trying to throw darts with your approach clubs. But yeah, you can see we got a two-way miss here with his gamer. We tested some shafts here. We found the shaft that gave us the best efficiency, and then paired with this head, we were able to get a one-way miss, which is the draw, which is the desired shot we're looking for. Right now, we're about 5 to 7 yards left on that miss. We like the shape, but from here, it's a little bit of tweaking with the lie angle just to try to move that start line more to the right so he can start the ball right, not overcurve his target, and so that way he can be more accurate and hopefully have some hole-in-one opportunities.
I think what's great is that the right miss is death because it's usually short, it's well off to the right, and then what that does, it creates a tendency to stay back and flip more. Do you think his lie's a little on the upright side, or what are you seeing?
We're going to test about 2 degrees flatter here just to see what can change. For some players, it works. For some players, it doesn't. Sometimes
That's right.
Going more upright, it could be visual for the player. There's so many variables as to why he might be overcurving that line. But yeah, the first thing to check would be the lie angle.
And then the shaft, what are you seeing the difference between the one that was short right? Was that shaft a little soft?
Yeah, it was too soft in the tip section.
Yeah.
So the deflection at the bottom wasn't timing up with his tempo, which he was
cause
fighting.
the flares?
Absolutely, that causes the flare short right. It can cause the ball to just say see ya and head left. So this shaft here in the Modus 120 stiff is what we landed on. It just allowed him to be way more consistent at reproducing the same golf swing.
At Club Champion, there are 65,000 combinations of heads and shafts and all the different things that are from the leading manufacturers of both shafts and club heads. And when you see this, they then whittle it down to what you need, which is an amazing process. But to have this variety, along with some of the brands you've never heard of, gives you the best opportunity to play your best golf. Okay, we have this data, but what is this?
Yeah, this is our proprietary AI co-pilot. So this is something we set up as a company. We have taken 40 million swings over the history of our company and compiled it and also tied it together with all of our matrix. So that way we get a baseline with the customer's 6-iron, driver, whichever one we're looking at, and then it's going to spit out some shafts here. So you can see we got 1 through 10, collected each one of his swings. You can see this is the dispersion of those swings. And we want to see what types of shafts have worked for this type of player in the past. So you'll see, it's interesting. You know, we kind of already have done this fit, but the shaft we landed on is on this list.
Yeah.
The Modus 120 stiff.
You know what I like about that is that there are other shafts that you're going, okay, well, let's see, maybe those other ones may be good, right? So is that kind of what you're doing with this data?
And it takes the bias out of it. Right?
Sure it does.
It gives us more options. We have 140 stores. We're international now, so we can kind of see not just what our own stores data has, but what the whole company and the whole world is looking at. So that way we can be more efficient in finding the right product for the player.
No, I've worked with tour players. I work with players like him. I have a lot of seniors, and the seniors are always saying, Rick, I love when you put your right foot back and I get a bigger turn, and I'm getting that, but I need a little bit more speed. What do you do for the senior?
Oh, we see that quite often. The senior golfer that used to hit their 7-iron 150 and now it's going 130, and they're looking for some of that back. Right?
They need some kick.
We put years back on their lives for them quite often. We have the softer shafts. Sometimes they need the higher launching heads, specific center of gravities to make sure that ball gets in the air with the proper spin and launch so they can maximize their distance.
Club fitting is a key component in your improvement of golf. In every aspect of your game, from putting to wedges to irons to drivers to hybrids. When it comes to improving your golf game, club fitting is essential.
Custom milled putters by Machine Putters is coming up next on what's new to improve your golf game.